are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Fellow broke boys and hetero cavemen, level with me. This video wasn't what you thought you'd get when you put in the YouTube search bar Pokemon shows ass on stream. Salutations! Happy Thanksgiving, and whew, I got a taste for blood after the last Soapboxing4Rinoa to dump on CNN. I'm about to go Sharknado on three people here. Ooh. 3 people, 1 common denominator. You can probably tell with the title of the video. Let's see. And even in my non-Let's Play hiatus, I kind of gave like a hand in an L to a couple of people here and there. I think one guy was, what's his name? Matt Walsh, who apparently was gave out about the Olympics and then made a tweet about, I can't get this fucking thin piece of paper on to wear for the COVID thing happening, and I'm already suffocating. It's you choking on your bullshit is what's suffocating you. But yeah. If only I had the level of shit posting talent that Urinating Tree or Penguin Zero Charlie has. Your personal shit posting YouTube juices and mine. It's the hair, I'm jelly. I admit it. I had to watch his video on the Pokemon matter so I could get like at least up on my up on the scene a little bit. Before that though, my sidebar kept pointing me to like other videos on the rights. One of them was another female streamer by the name of Sniper Wolf that is hopefully off the fucking jail for what she did and has taken, quote, time off, aka YouTube's not paying her. So yeah, they'll ground her, take her allowance, and probably reinstate her in a week later or something like that, you know, slap on the wrist like Logan Paul got. But yeah, the video in question for her was by Jax Films about pointing out that Sniper Wolf does these react videos, clips out the uploaders' names and such, and so she can make a profit, and when she makes a profit, YouTube makes a profit, of course. Speaking of profit, I personally cannot wait for the Darman reenactment of YouTuber doxes her critic's house and leaves to regret it. For serious, if I'm Jax Films, I'm lawyering the fuck up and making them invent 6 more social media sites that they haven't invented yet, just so they can kick her off those 2. Real egregious stuff, man. Wow. Like, kind of makes what Pokemon did seem like small, overpriced cookies. Good segue. Especially for a broke boy like myself. Unite, fellow broke boys! We have nothing to offer but these L's! Gonna have to share with Stalker Wolf and, of course, everyone's favorite personal punching bag and lolcow of the internet that keeps on delivering milk! Dark Side Phil. Oh my god. He'll fit like a glove would when I'm talking about, for sure. Yeah. Shitpost now. Relevant point and lesson old man ramble through later. I personally was not expecting the month-long overflow, but that Jax Films response to the doxing 1 month ago, according to the YouTube date as of today. But you want to call me a broke boy? Yeah, that's true. You call me bad at math? Shit's on. So, gotta do my homework. Gotta look at the assignments. That Penguin Zero, he did the numbers, he did the comparison right here. I'm gonna do the math. Let me just put on my thinking cap real quick, because it's long division. It's my one weakness. You know they say all cookies are created equal? But you look at mine and you look at Tootsie comparison, and you realize that statement is not true. Say Tootsie Midnight Cookies, 14-ounce bag for $10. That's an easy one. Just roll that decimal point down to 1.4. The posted servings per are about the same as the ounces, so we're looking at $1.40 on each cookie in that bag. They say about 7 cookies in the bag. 1.4 times 7 is 9.8. 0.2 away from the listed price. Already a bit much for a bag before the roundup. to an even 10. But then you take minus cookies, Pokey's chances of winning this argument drastically go down. See, the minus cookies, 4 servings per container, 4 ounces with exactly 7 cookies. I don't see an about on them anywhere. For $7. Which even easier averages to, 7 cookies, $7. That's $1 a cookie. $1 for 1 cookie. But I'm a broke boy, and I know neither price is normal! So then you take your $7 4-ounce bag of cookie, if you was to sell them one-on-one, and times that by the 4 bags for $28. We're now looking at $4 whole on a single cookie for 4 bags. See, Pokemon, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you on Soapboxing4Rinoa. Keeping with the wrestling, time to quote Mark Henry and say, it's time for the main event! Time to address the pig roach in the room and, talk about DSP's meltdown, which of course your immediate smarky answer is, which one? Classic. Glad you asked, by the way. The particular one I had in mind was Phil's whole, even that's more specific, because it's probably like, again, you could probably find it like peppered over multiple like streams if you want to be like really super neatly technical of like video after video after video, and I don't know if I can hold back the crazy that long to sit through all that and just not crack. But basically him going on about how inflation is just an excuse to not give him money. Like, I think there was like one thing, I tried to find the video, it was like, oh, it's the season of giving, you should be giving, something like that, you should be giving me money. Guys, if you like the content, support it by giving me money. They don't. So they don't. Sound good? 3 different people, 3 different means of taking L's, 1 common denominator. Entitlement. Me not having that is what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. Pass the stovetop. Thank you. Oh god, imagine if I had to cater or do that thing. I was really wary about doing because everybody was back then was getting like YouTube, like, sign this little contract here and this, and it's like, oh wait, now I'm like, I already have a shitty retail job. I'm not gonna turn my that. Like, this is my escape. I never did that. Maybe it's what made me different. My parents, I had parents and taught me shame. Hold that actual job and get me out of the house. Interact and deal with people, and even know bullshit when bullshit's coming your way, and kind of have to learn the taste of it a little bit. It's like, maybe I can throw some like a weak thin. I can throw some Triscuit in here. I'll try and salvage it. Because I at one point came off like that. I was the bratty middle child for sure. I wanted all the attention to myself. Like, man, I get the whole Helsing line of nobody isn't kind of an asshole in their early 20s, but it was kind of early to like almost mid-20s for a while. Like, I was like, even like, they're not going to give me college acceptance or anything like that? What the fuck's that about? I do all this school and blah, blah, blah. So I made my unemployment for a while because of my disability, and I had trouble to like hold and keep a job. And then a few years into the retail that I kept, started doing this, started making the videos and the Let's Plays and stuff like that. This was my escape. I never, it's like, oh, I get to talk about what I done for my entire life, practically. Since as far back as I can remember, I've been playing video games, man. I did what I loved and I kept it separate. I never put profit ahead of passion. I was okay being the, I know people can do good and make money on this. There's good and bad examples of all things, but I can just be like, okay. Got to be a spectator for a long time and sit and watch all the what not to do from the all the Retsu Parade videos and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. Stay autistic, but never go full spectrum. Yeah, don't ever let the World Wide Web see you spaz and go full dipshit, because you might never recover. Some people just snap and decide to Christian. Oof. I wonder when that porn parody comes out. Yeah, that's a joke that hurts everybody. Now you have to deal with it as I did in my own head. I just ring a destruction to your ass, and then I know they eroded it, so I gotta take the hurt first. But yeah, I'm thankful because I got the opportunity to kind of sit back and it's like, oh, here's what not to do, you know. And when it was time for me to go to the forest, I'm like, oh, there's the trees. Yeah, it all comes back to, what does DSB call it? All his videos are like meaningful content. Like, really? Your top 10 racist remarks? That's meaningful content to you. Like, I'm sure it's meaningful to some people. Not the way you want it to be, but I mean, I hastily throw shit together. I'm doing this now on a YouTube screen. I sit my pasty white ass down on my gaming chair and just ramble to myself in the hopes other people will listen and hear me ramble. I don't think I should deserve money for doing it. Nor am I entitled to feel entitled to it. I never in my life. Also, this is another thing too that pisses me off. I never in my life was like, oh, this is so hard. This is like backbreaking work. This is a job. And because I got sick or whatever, and once I don't feel, DSP got sick, it's like, I could have had COVID or stuff like that. And I'm like, didn't you, like, you was up there with the deniers, man. It's like, we're not going to get rid of it and hurting in houses and being a blah, 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 blah. That was, again, before he could, victimize himself with it. That's his, this isn't hard. At all. Easiest thing I've ever fucking done, really. Picking up a controller and playing. And never did I think it was gonna be on a personal, professional level either. I never had to say my shit doesn't stink, and if I did it jokingly, and I meant it to be jokingly, because I preface it by being an idiot. But man, like, this is such hard work, like. I tried and failed to wire signs and lights and things. Like, do that. Ditch digging, graveyard shifts, eating sick people in a hospital. I don't know. Maybe I had a mom and dad that cared enough to instill shame and, like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I remember there was a very good instance. It's like, I forget what it was. I think I was just, like, sitting there just watching TV, and I just, like, I don't want to do these dishes, even though I said I would, and then it, argument back and forth, kind of, it's just like, teenager, stupid teenager shit. And then I'm like, at the end of that, I'm like, I went out there, sucked it up and did the dishes, and she was surprised, and I looked at her and I said, a promise is a promise. You fuck up, you admit it, you take the L, you get knocked down, you take that standing ant count and go like, all right, not gonna do that again. And I get it. Like, I get fucking up, come on, but learn from it. Something, keep simple, keep humble with it. I'm internet caveman goofball with opinion to share. Ooh, caveman. Sometimes clown who sings, which is what this shot of is from. God, you told me that I was to be doing that 15 years ago. I'd have you committed. I've earned my likes and dislikes because of again, this all goes back to the first promo win. It's like, oh, I didn't put reenactment on these. Oh. Lesson learned. Download the program. Don't fucking do that again. Now everything has a reenactment if I'm going to do that. It's like, oh, okay. I've always been mixed about changing it and seeing like reenactment. It's like, no. Leave them be. I need to always remember what mistake I made. So I can always look back and go, okay. Put passion before profit, and I never felt like a broke boy. I got $28. I am choosing to spend how I spend it, and it's not you. What's that old saying? Be careful who you react to on your way up, because you got to meet them back on the way down. And if you're up on that pedestal, the same people that put you up there, you bite the hand that foods. Hand's going to outnumber you at some point and pull you off that pedestal if you don't fall off you already. I like to think I have like I don't want to say audience, but just like people who watch it that are, I speak I speak honestly. You are pretty honest with me in my videos and stuff like that from time to time. But yeah, I can't edit this existing video now that it's out, this cover of beautiful girls, and she's on the here where I go the ooh la la. You're watching that video? Pretend I put, let's see, let's do case on instead. Oh my god, I'm getting emphysema. Because you an absolute smoke show. See, caveman! Oh, one more personal favor. If you have to go shopping tomorrow, Friday, please do it in the comfort of your own home if you can. Gift and curse of online shopping as well. I don't know. You won't get, like, fucking trampled, at least. But yeah. Here's my Jerry Springer final thought. Privilege to me seems like a sword of success. You know, forged with luck more than others. I won't deny there's people who do this and have, like, the hard work ethic that got it there. But you need to temper that with compassion. You need to sheath it with understanding. And you need to handle it with care. Or in the case of stalking wolf, snooping wolf, common sense. Yeah, listen to that voice in your head. Don't show up at his house! What the fuck's wrong with you? To jail, thought! Swords rust and can cut yourself or people you didn't intend to when poorly managed. If you double down, the trust that you've built gets severed with them. That's my take on the matter, more than likely shared by most of you, and you did these kind of videos, but I can't already talking about it. I just want to, but that's my 2 cents. I'm just throwing mine in there because I'm like, oh, I never, like, oh, thank God that's not me. Whew. But yeah, the DSP, oh, that DSP working sick. I fucking came back with the wound vac and did this, man. Come on. That's dedication right there. Anyways, with that said, take care and thanks for watching and happy holidays.